Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. Miami go to work on ending what's become an 8-game skid. First pitch is next. Sandy Alcantara gets the ball for Miami in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now the pitch. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to implore that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Nick Markakis digging in now as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
So now to the plate, Chipper Jones. In there, now the throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope, that's down. Give me a play, girl. Come on.
Chipper swings and hits a ground ball to second. Scooped up on to first as they're able to take care of Chipper. 2 away. Acuna digs in now. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate, currently leading the National League in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Birdie is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. 1 left for Atlanta. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Cole Hamels starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95, will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Miguel Rojas. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And a swing through on an off-speed pitch. Looked like he was actually a little late on that one. Now the pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Albies over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to seeing if the man hitting 8th can stay hot. Yeah, 8th. He really struggled last month. Less than 10 hits over that span. That's definitely not good, and that's something he really needs to improve on in this new month.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Now to the plate, Freddie Freeman, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Joyce is there, one away.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
At the plate, Andrew Jones fouled away. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. With a number you're not used to seeing, 80 home runs and closing in on 160 RBIs. Right to him. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The shortstop, Garrett Cooper.
Standing in, Gary Sheffield. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
The 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle, and he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. Pitch on the way. Drives it out to deep right center field. Acuna giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
Under it is Andrew, and that'll be out number 2.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Now at the plate, Harold Ramirez will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Acuna is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. We'll move to the third with no score. Standing in, Tyler Flowers. For his career in this matchup, he's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Joyce is there. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 9, the pitcher.
So coming to the plate, Cole Hamels, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield. Rojas is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
Second baseman, Ozzie.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Onto the bag with it is Aguilar, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Specifically, power has been nowhere to be found. They enter the day with the lowest slugging percentage and fewest home runs in the league, which has led to a lot of media criticism, especially locally. One player told me, "It's obviously a huge problem that we need to figure out as a group, but until we start driving the ball like we think we can, we need to find other ways to score runs and support our pitching staff." We'll see if they can show some signs of improvement as time goes on, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Right side and right into the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swung on and missed. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That's outside.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Sandy Alcantara is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hamels peers in. 0-2 pitch on its way. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Nick Markakis.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chipper Jones.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Chipper Jones. First pitch on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Two gone now in the Braves' half of the fourth, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. On he pops it up. Anderson is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Stepping in, John Birdie back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Albies onto the grass. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Hamels peers in. Here's the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. One and two now. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Freddie Freeman stands in as he looks at ball one here. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 25.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up Andrew Jones. First delivery to him on the way. The pitch. Swinging a soft liner. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The bat, number 10.
Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sheffield. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 35 now on the season. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High in the air out towards shallow right. Chavis has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready now, Jesus Aguilar. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. One away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
2 strikes.
A little low. It's 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Into the box, Harold Ramirez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now at the plate, Paul Hamels will try to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no. Any mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. That's wide, 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Left center, base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Hamels rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Sterling Sharp takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Into the box, Chipper Jones. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. One there. On to first. Not in time, as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, Met, credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling down the line instead of getting mad at himself for rolling over on a ground ball. It's little things like that that can change the whole game.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two balls and a strike to Freeman.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. This is to right field and deep for Freeman. Right fielder looking up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 1 shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far, and the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The left fielder, number 25.
Standing in now, Andrew Jones. Oh, and he rips this ball down the left field line. But he just missed his extra bases. 4 runs here in this half inning. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. A solo home run off the bat of Andrew Jones. So his remarkable season continues as they pile on. It's now 6-0. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You have heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. To the plate now, Gary Sheffield. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
And they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Tyler Flowers is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Into the box now, Cole Hamels. Hops this one up. In there, a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Ramirez is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But they get the long ball working here as they club 3 home runs in the inning on their way to putting up a 6th spot. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Braves lead it 7-0. Now at the plate, Matt Joyce is tasked with starting the Marlins 6th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point, so he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
At the plate now, Francisco Cervelli. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now.
2 strikes.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there for extra bases, and there goes the perfect game. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Corey Dickerson will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away. Left side, but well foul. Cervelli, the runner at second with one away. Hit out towards second. Albies picks it up in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, John Birdie. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Birdie is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Marlins leave 1. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Ryan Stanek comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. 7th inning ready to roll, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis.
The right fielder, Nick.
Here comes the first pitch. This is in the air to left field. Birdie is there, and there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Chipper Jones. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away. And the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
Hey, now into the 30s, D-Row. Do you think he starts looking ahead, thinking about that magic number, maybe getting it to 40?
Yeah, I don't think you ever worry about Joe D's number, but when you start climbing into the 30s, man, there's not many guys that have been there. This is just a steady diet of staying in the zone for over a month.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play. And just like that, the inning is over. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Atlanta leads it 7-0. Ready for another shot now, Miguel Rojas. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels. First offering on its way. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Albies backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Brian Anderson is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus.
So striding in, Jesus Aguilar. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
The 0-2 once more.
Yep, that ball went out.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire,
and the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Coming to the plate now, Freddie Freeman. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And here comes Andrew. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Cervelli moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Gary Sheffield will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Man, talk about having a good game. And like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
So now to the plate, Tyler Flowers. Joyce is there, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Shane Green answers the call now, looking to get this one on to the 9th inning without any trouble. At the plate, Harold Ramirez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fouled off. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
A brilliant performance, Matty V. As a manager and a pitching coach, all you can ask for is your pitchers to be rock solid, and he was in this one, only allowing 1 hit.
Matt Joyce stands in as he looks at a called strike. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Miami down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brandon Kinsler is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Garrett Cooper is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Albert Pujols will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance, as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So striding forward now, Ozzie Albies. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Stepping in now, Nick Markakis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
To the plate now, Chipper Jones hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's 8-0.
Now that's the center field.
Digging in now, Ronald Acuna. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center. Unbelievably, his 80th of the season, as this lead got even wider.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And that's in there, base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Yimi Garcia enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. In now, Andrew Jones, and it's fouled away.
Don't let him score!
Fouled off.
Don't let him score!
Here's the 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And he will make it back to third safely as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Joyce will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's the Braves 10 and the Marlins nothing. Luke Jackson, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. So digging in now, Francisco Cervelli starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Now a hard liner. 276 the average coming in for him. 10 home runs, 39 driven in. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, John Birdie. He swings and grounds it to short. Scooped up. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Standing in now, Miguel Rojas, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled away. Miami down to their last strike. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Grounded up the first baseline. 2 out with the man at first. Line drive to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Atlanta Braves win for a division-best 113th time. Paul Hamels gets to that magic number, 20 wins on the season, as he allows just 1 hit through his 7+ innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.